water bottle.
Hello? Will you help Roman move or turn it down?
I'm gonna turn it down.
Hello, hello.
No, it said hello.
We're ready for this train. Wow, just getting this in here. I was gonna work on this and then I forgot until just now when I saw it. I said in my earlier live I was gonna, but it didn't happen. But we did finish the winter stitch along. Well, other than the French knots. But we've got all the main stuff done. I need to finish my mug. And then we're done. Served dinner on time today, so I wouldn't miss today's live. Yay! Well, my family, we're going to go look at Christmas lights when we're done here. So, they have like a drive-through Christmas lights display thing. So we're going to do that when we're done here. But anyways, we did our mittens and I just need to finish this mug, but I didn't do it yet. So anyways, tomorrow we'll do French knots and that will be done. Today we'll do our train. Okay, let me grab my thread colors. I don't even remember what colors I chose for it. Print out the scavenger page. Oh, is there a scavenger page for looking at Christmas lights? That could be fun. Okay. All right, so we've got red, gold. So we've got DMC 666. You could add sparkle to that if you want. I'm not going to. And then we've got E3821. Yes, I'll share after. Yes, there's a freebie page that's like a checkoff. Okay, yes, Giselle, send that to me. And then we're gonna use this like gunmetal. That's E317. And let's see, and then some black, 310. Is that it? Oh, and then we've got some gray. If you want to do some steam coming out. I think I'm going to use the sparkle, but you could use 535. All right, let me move this out of the way. Okay, so let's get started. All right. I need to move this out of my way. I kept bumping it the other day, earlier today. Okay, that might be better. All right, so I'm gonna use, I wanted to write Polar Express on here, but I'm a little concerned about how it will look. So I've decided I'm not going to, but you can if you want to. Don't let me influence you. You do what you want. It is on the pattern, but I'm not doing it. Okay, so I want this to be pretty smooth, and I don't want it to look too chunky because I'm not going to use any of the sparkle. So I'm going to use, I think, 4 strands, but let me just get this unwrapped. I kind of have a mess here. Let's see how many I have here. Oh, maybe I'm only going to use 3 because I think that's what I have. Yeah, this is 3 strands, so that's what I'm going to use. But if I was pulling out new thread, I would use 4. Buddy, that's too loud for in here. You need to have it in your room or my room. So we're just going to satin stitch the red. There's no reason to get crazy with stitches, but we're going to do some vertical and some...
I'm the doctor.
You're the doctor? Okay,
Yeah.
can you go do the doctor with Gemma?
No. Look, I saw. Look. I tell me.
Yeah, I need you to do that with Gemma though, because I'm going to do my class.
I know a new thing.
Okay.
I don't like.
Okay, you go be the doctor for Gemma. He's got his Doc McStuffin stuff. He wants to be a doctor. Okay, so we're going to do vertical over here, horizontal here, and vertical here. Hey, little love bug. Thank you. Children, man. Okay. So I'm going to start at the top and work our way down. Whoop. That was not quite. Satin stitch is a lot harder when it's in a hoop stand, I think, because I like to be able to hold it in my hands. Okay, so I'm doing this strategically because if these are not super straight down here, that'll be okay because I'll cover them up with my horizontal. And then I'll do this side last because it'll cover up these where they end here. So I'm doing them in this order on purpose. If you want to be like me, you can. Also do it in this order.
I actually saw this.
Lincoln. Shh. Okay. These are getting crazy. Who is ready for the weekend? Because I know that I am. Super ready. Okay, so this edge I'm going to do at an angle, and then I'll do this one at less of an angle, and then I'll go over and do this one as well, the same. Okay, and then when I have my black out, when I'm doing the wheels, I'm gonna come and just do black on top of this to finish that off. Okay. So I've ended here. I'm gonna come over here and do this next. Actually, before I do that, so I have this little hump. I'm going to do black, and then we've got this part right here, Okay.
Is this first?
Whoops. I'm bumping it still. Not as much as I usually do. Oop. There we go. Starting to go the wrong direction. Here we go. I was getting a little bit not straight. So I'm just trying to follow this, and then I'll start going back the other way and stay as straight as I can there. I do better when it's in my hand though. It's a little harder to see at this angle. Shelly, you're back for more. Oh, see, I started to get a little bit crazy. Let's see. I might have to redo this. If I do, I'll do it on my own time, but I'm like at weird angles. Just not loving how it's turning out. So to try and straighten that out, I'm just doing some stitches, not quite to the end. I'm just doing them like underneath the stitches above them. Okay, I gotta tie this off so I can straighten that out a little bit. Because my lines started to get crooked. Okay. I really like to use up my scraps. I hate wasting thread. So I've got this shorter piece of red that's 6 strands, and I'm gonna use it. I'll have to tie this off again before I finish the red, but that's okay. Let me just get a knot here. Okay, so I think we'll just do a couple more. And then the grill is just gonna have to come up a little higher, which will be fine. Okay, so then I'm gonna come up here and do the rest. So I wanna cover up that end because it's kind of a mess. Okay, so when we get to the windows, we're not gonna cover them up. So we're gonna do that part there. And then we'll just go up to the window. Okay, let me draw these a little bit straighter though. So I have a better line to go on. There. And then we'll eventually go back up to the top and do above them as well. So if the change in direction bothers you, I like the change in direction because I think it gives it a little bit more character. But you could do this all in one direction as well. What kind of marker are you using? It's a Pilot Friction marker. So it's just like the pens, but it's a marker. It's just a fine tip marker, and I like it a lot. I'll show it to you, hang on. When I change my threads, I'll put it up so you can look at it. I'm gonna skip that middle for a second. Okay, let me tie this off, and then while I get my new thread out, I'll put this marker up so you can see it. Nope, it doesn't want to stay. Hold on. There you go. That's it. They come in a pack. I have like orange, purple, green, blue, black. I think that was all. And I like all of them. I like blue and black the best, and purple. They seem to erase the best. Orange seems to erase the worst. So I don't use it a ton, or I use it in a space that I know is going to be like fully covered, like no edges. You're welcome. And yeah, it's got like a nice, like fine tip. I like it. Okay, I'm gonna start up here and do this one down the middle. Oh goodness, here we go. I really dislike satin stitch on video. I normally really like it, but it is hard to do on video. Oh, sorry, this is kind of low. There you go. It is really hard to see it at an angle that you can see it and I can see it. Not my favorite. Okay, I'm gonna go from here to here so that I can go up, and then I can do my next one up, and then I can do this part up here. I don't normally switch directions because I like to just do one way, but this will make sense. So I can do above the windows. Okay, and then we're just gonna do teeny tiny little stitches up here to finish this off. And then when we're doing the black, I'll come back and do the top of this. This is not my best satin stitch. Oh, that's a little high, isn't it? Oh, I need to get stuff uploaded to YouTube. I just realized I've missed a few days. Okay. Let me just move this so I can look at it real quick. I need a couple stitches down here where it's a little thin. Oh, maybe I could stitch like this. You guys can see that pretty good, can't you? I should do this more often. I can see way better. Okay. All right. I think we're ready to do the bottom. Okay, let me tie this off. And then we'll get out some, what do you think? Should we do gold next? Yes, gold next. Oh my goodness. I hate tying things off when it's close to the hoop. It's so hard to get it at a good angle. Okay. So we've got, oh, I was going to do this top gold. So we've got gold across the top and gold along the bottom. And then we've got wheels and then the like grate. Buddy, that's too loud for in here. I need you to take it back in your room. Thank you. Okay. So working with metallic thread, work with small pieces. Like I'm going to go fingertip to wrist. And don't use too many strands. So I'm going to just use 2. We might have to trade. We might have to make more stitches, but I have found that it's easier to work with less. Okay, so now we got to get that in the needle. And usually I can only get in 2 or 3 at a time. See, I just didn't get all of them. So then I'll pull these out of the way. Oh, that didn't work. Hold on. Hold these down out of the way and then thread these ones. Sorry, I'm not really on camera. Ah, got them all. Okay. So if you didn't buy the metallic, you can use one of the yellows from the star. I would go with the darker yellow. I think it's 3852. I don't have it out. Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, 3852. If you're not going to use gold, that's what I would recommend. But you can use whatever color you want. And then tying a knot. I always double knot on metallic. Even if I think the first knot is big enough, I always double knot it because this thread is so finicky. Metallic thread. You work slow. Just take it easy, okay? So I'm going to start over here. And I'm just going to do a couple on the top. And then I'm just gonna do this little part here. Whoop. Pull it slow, don't let it knot. Okay, then we'll come down here and do the same. Oh, this is crooked. Darn it. Let's see if I can even it out. So I'm going to do this one really close to the other one. And then this one I'm going to do just down a little bit. So the gap on this side is smaller than on this side. So that I can kind of even that out a little bit. Okay, and we'll come up here and just outline our windows. I don't want to use another piece, so I'm trying to make this one work. Trying to decide where I want to go. You never want to pull this too tight because it will like damage your thread. So keep that tension not too tight. Got one of these that's a little bit loose. Okay. Okay, there's our gold sparkle. I think I'm gonna do one right here too. Okay, tie this off. Look how frayed this gets from being in the needle. All right. This does not look quite how I want it to. All right, I'm gonna go in with the gunmetal next for the grate on the front. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna have a shorter piece and I'm just gonna do 2 strands. Let's see if we can get this in. You can't really wet these and have them like do better. So I generally hold them like pretty close to the end to try and get them in my needle. Oh, I got 3 of the 4. Okay. So I'm gonna start, okay, so this is the shape we're going for. Okay. Actually, hold on. We're gonna do the wheels first. I'm sorry. I wanna do these wheels first so that I can do this at the same time that I put like the piece that connects them. I'm gonna try and make these a little bit more circular. Okay, so you could use the gunmetal or the 535 for both of these. I'm gonna use black for the wheels and then gunmetal for the grate and the piece that connects them. I don't know what it's called, I'm sorry. I don't know train lingo. I thought we would do a blanket stitch just to learn something new, but you can totally just do like straight stitches if you don't want to learn something new for these spokes. So I'm just gonna use 2 strands of the black, whoops, so it's DMC 310. Now I've got a knot down there. Oh, it's got something connected to it. Oh. Okay. So I'm just gonna do 2 strands because I don't want these to be too thick. So we're gonna start in the middle. We're gonna go out. And then for a blanket stitch, we're gonna come to our next spoke. And pull it snug. And then we're gonna go back down in the center. And then out to our next spoke. So this creates the spoke and the wheel at the same time. And then they're kind of connected like a chain stitch. So we go down in the middle, out to the next spoke. And I like to make sure mine are pulled pretty snug. Got my tail pulled out there. So we always do the middle and then the next spoke. See, this is called a blanket stitch because a lot of people do it on like an edge of a blanket, like to finish the edge. And it makes a nice, like almost looks like a running stitch. Okay, so to finish this, we don't need to go into, oh my gosh, thread. We don't need to go into the center again. We're just gonna bring this over to our stitch over here. And that completes our circle. Okay, so if you feel frustrated with that, you can always just do your spokes, however many spokes you wanna do, and then just connect them. I'll do it on the next one so you can see. So you can just go edge to center, edge to center. Do all your spokes that way. I meant to do 6 on that other one. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I only ended up with 5. That's what happens when you don't draw things. sometimes forget. I'll do 6 on this one. Okay, so now that we have all those, we can just go back and just connect these. And I don't want to pull these too tight because it'll make it look like a hexagon instead of a circle. And these are wheels, so they're meant to be round. I'm kind of getting crazy with my stitches because I want them to end close to this so that I can do my next one. Okay, so there you go. You can do it one of 2 ways. I'm gonna go ahead and do it this way again. So if you want to see it again, here we go. From the edge to the center, and then to our next spoke. And let me just keep doing that, center to spoke, center to spoke. Could be a fun flower too. If you want like an open, like a negative space, something. Okay, so I fit in that extra spoke, and so it got me to the end where I didn't have space for this one to do that. So what I'm going to do is just tack this down on the other side. So I already came up right here, so I'm just going to do a very small stitch and just tack that edge down. Okay, there's our little cute wheels. And then I already have black on here, but I want to double it for the top. So let me just tie this off. I've got 2 strands, but if I double it over and then knot them together, then I'll have 4. Whoops. I've got a little bit of a loop there. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna start over here and do a little piece on top. And then the same thing over here, except this one's gonna be a little bit bigger. And I don't have very much thread, so I'm gonna do a little thread saver and do this. Dun, dun, dun. I don't love doing this. I'm gonna do one more, just so those leaves are touching. And then I think I wanna just finish off the edge with a little stitch there, a stitch there. Oh, scoot that over a little bit. Okay, and then we can do our front and we're done. Unless you want to add letters, you can add letters too. I I don't think that that's a good idea for me to do on camera. If I had it in my lap, maybe I could do it. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to change this shape just a little bit so it comes up just a little bit higher. Okay, I've already got my needle threaded, so we are ready to go. Okay, so I'm gonna start up here. And then this is meant to be like a grate, so I'm gonna just do some like parallel stitches. I like to lay them down so I make sure that they're going in like next to each other, and then I can put my needle in so those are a little bit further apart. Actually, I'm gonna go from here and up. So then I can come down here and go across. And then I can come up here. I have a knot there, so it's not one to go in. And finish that off right there. And then I just got this little piece that connects the two wheels. And that's a train. I gotta do something with this. I might need to go in with another stitch. It's like too far apart. But anyways. Oh, the smoke. I forgot about the smoke. Hold on. I'm gonna do some sparkly, glittery smoke. This is the Polar Express. It can have all kinds of fun. Okay, I'm just gonna use all 6 strands because it's smoke. It's meant to be puffy and fluffy. Okay. Lisa says, looks cute. Thank you. Thanks for coming back. Lisa was in the first one too. I think, weren't you? Okay, so I'm just gonna do like I did on the mug, if you were there for that yesterday, and just do like kind of a zigzag. And then we're gonna, it's called a laced back stitch, by the way. I looked it up, the stitch we're gonna do. Okay, so I'm just gonna come back up here to the top. And with a whipped back stitch, we always go the same way, but with a laced back stitch, we go this way through it, and then we go this way through the next one. So we're going back and forth. Oh, okay, good to know. Yes, sorry, I couldn't remember the name of it yesterday. I looked it up as soon as the live was over, so I could put it on the description on the video. Then we'll go back this way. And see how cute! And this thread is like nice and textured and kind of doesn't lay flat, so it's really nice for clouds and such. And then I'm just gonna do another one because why not? Let's be fun. I'll start it here. I think I'll just go this way though. And then just one more. So we just have two. Let us three. Just us three. Let's party. Everyone's left us. There was more people here a minute ago. Okay. Goodness. Well, at least I won't be live when people are looking at this going, what is she doing? Go back this way. And then I'll go down here. And there we have some fluffy steam coming out. There we go. Oh my gosh, I like it. I gotta fix this. That's really bugging me. Oh my gosh, you guys, I wasn't even in a good spot. You should have said something, but I was like down in the comments. Okay. Okay, friends. That's it for me. I'm done. Done tonight. We just have French knots tomorrow. I was thinking I probably should have started with French knots because we've had to use them so many times. You live, you learn. Thanks, Giselle. She says it's cute. I like it. I'm not a huge fan of how far this came up. I might have to redo it. We'll see. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. Anyways, that is done. And tomorrow is our last day. Whoops. Tomorrow is our last day. And I am so excited. Let's get this out and look at it real quick. I'm curious if anyone has done Santa's beard yet. If they've done back out so my daughter can see it. Oh yeah, I'm backing out. I didn't finish this yet, but I will. But I want to know if anyone's done a beard out of the turkey work yet. I'm super curious if anyone's done that yet. I'm thinking no one will, but we'll see. Anyways, I need to finish. Nope, no turkey beard. I think it's just too much. But I need to finish this. I just don't think I'll finish it tonight or tomorrow. I have a commission that I have to finish before tomorrow, and it's got a lot to do. So anyways, I need to finish these, and that's it on here. And then we'll do some French knots for Santa's beard for sure. And then I think we might throw some berries in here if we feel like it. But friends, we did it. Okay, so I'm going to go. We are going to take the kids to go do a drive-through lights. So do you cut out the middle part? Yes. So when we're done stitching, we'll cut this middle part out. Cut it and then hot glue it. Woohoo! Judd Munns. Hey, husband. I'm just finishing up, so you can come in and we can get the kids ready. Ooh, berries would look good. Yes, I'm planning on berries for sure on this one because it just doesn't have a lot of color. So for sure, I'm adding some like some red berries around here because otherwise this just is like a lot of gray and brown and blue. So anyways, I will be back tomorrow and we will finish this up. Have a fun night looking at lights. Thank you. We're excited. So anyways, have a good night, guys. See you tomorrow.